No one in town dared approach the old Wexley house. It stood crooked and alone at the edge of the forest, draped in vines and shadows, its attic windows like blind eyes staring down at the village. They said it was cursed. That something still lived up there. Something that watched and waited. Julian didn't believe in curses. A photography student fascinated by urban legends, Julian spent his weekends exploring forgotten places. The Wexley house had become an obsession. Locals warned him, but that only fueled his curiosity. On a gray October morning, he climbed through the broken side door with his camera bag slung over his shoulder. The house groaned with every step, its wooden bones weary with time. Dust hung in the air like fog. As he ascended the spiral staircase, an icy draft kissed his neck. Then he found the attic door, sealed with rusted chains. He didn't expect it to open so easily. With one twist, the lock crumbled in his hand like ash. The attic was bigger than he imagined, and colder. Webs clung to the beams like ghostly skin. But what drew his eye wasn't the darkness, it was the mirror. Tall, ornate, antique, it leaned against the far wall, untouched by dust. 2 candles sat before it, melted into the floorboards. Their flames flickered, though there was no wind. Julian raised his camera. Click. The flash went off, and in that split second, he saw it. A figure in the reflection. Cloaked, hooded, eyes glowing green, but when he lowered the camera, nothing. The mirror showed only him. Julian laughed nervously. A glitch, a smudge, a trick of the light. He checked the photo on the digital screen. The figure was still there. He zoomed in. Its head was tilted slightly, as if studying him. Unnerved but intrigued, he snapped more shots. Every time, the figure moved slightly closer. Watching, Julian felt dizzy. The air thickened. The candlelight dimmed. He looked up at the mirror, and this time, the figure wasn't just in the reflection. It was behind him. He turned, nothing. He ran. Down the stairs. Through the door. Into the street. He didn't stop running until he was back in his dorm. That night, Julian couldn't sleep. He kept seeing the green eyes. The hooded shape. The mirror. So he reviewed the photos again. The figure was no longer just in the attic. It was in his room. Over his bed. At the edge of the frame. The next morning, the mirror was there, standing in the corner of his room. He never brought it home. He never touched it, but it was there. Julian called his professor, his parents, his friends. No one answered. His phone screen flickered. The battery drained in seconds. And in the reflection, the figure raised its arm and pointed at him. For days, Julian didn't sleep. Every mirror showed the figure. In the bathroom, in the car, even in puddles. He tried smashing them, covering them, but it always came back. One night, he woke to find his room freezing. The mirror glowed in the dark. The figure now stood outside the mirror, breathing, real. It whispered, "You looked too long." Julian screamed, but no sound came. He stumbled back, hitting the floor. The mirror loomed above him. Then, everything went black. They found Julian days later, curled up under his bed. Eyes open, silent. He never spoke again, but in every mirror, if you look carefully, you can still see the reflection of the figure watching him. And if you stare long enough, it sees you too. If this story made you shiver, leave a comment and follow the channel. But don't look in the mirror too long, it might be looking back.